Tips for growing broccoli. Growing broccoli can be a rewarding experience, as homegrown broccoli often tastes much better than store-bought. Here are the steps you should take. 1. Choose a variety and time you're planting. Cool weather crop. Broccoli thrives in cool weather, typically between 65 degrees and 80 degrees, 18 degrees and 27 degrees. Spring or fall planting. You can plant broccoli in early spring for a summer harvest or in late summer, early fall for a fall-winter harvest. Enochrome start indoors. Many recommend starting broccoli seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost date in spring, or 30 days before transplanting for a fall crop. This gives the plants a head start and allows for an earlier harvest. Direct sowing. You can sow seeds directly outdoors from April to July in a seedbed or their final position, but starting indoors is often more successful too. Prepare your soil. Sunlight. Choose a location that receives at least 6 hours of direct sunlight per day. Soil type. Broccoli prefers well-drained, fertile soil that retains moisture. Coarse pH. The ideal soil pH is between 6.0 and 7.0. You may need to amend your soil with lime if it's too acidic. Coursing organic matter. Improve your soil by incorporating several inches of well-rotted manure or compost in the spring or fall. Avoid fresh manure as it can harm plants and introduce weeds. Starting seeds indoors. Seedling mix. Use a sterile, soilless seedling mix. Sowing, sow seeds 1/4 to 1 to 2 inch deep. If using modular trays, sow 2 seeds per module and thin to the stronger seedling later. Germination. Seeds usually germinate within 2 weeks. Provide bright grow lights once seedlings emerge. Fertilizing seedlings. When the first true leaf appears, begin fertilizing with a half-strength starter solution once a week. After 2 true leaves, fertilize twice a week. Hardening off. Before transplanting outdoors, gradually expose your seedlings to outdoor conditions, sunlight, wind, over a week to acclimate them. 4. Transplanting, or direct sowing. Timing. Transplant seedlings outdoors when they are 4 to 6 weeks old and have 4 to 5 true leaves. Spacing. Plant broccoli seedlings 12 to 20 inches apart or up to 18 to 31 inches depending on the variety to give them plenty of room to grow. Rows should be about 3 feet apart. Closer spacing can yield smaller main heads but more side shoots. Planting depth. Dig a hole slightly deeper than the root ball and plant the seedling at the same level it was in its pot. Watering. Water well immediately after planting. You can use a liquid starter solution high in phosphorus and low in nitrogen and potassium. Ongoing care. Watering broccoli needs consistent moisture. Provide 1 to 1.5 inches of water per week, especially during dry periods. Water at the base of the plant to avoid getting the developing heads wet, which can encourage rot. Fertilizing. Broccoli is a heavy feeder. Fertilize about 3 weeks after transplanting. You can use a continuous release plant food or side dress with organic compost every couple of weeks. A low nitrogen fertilizer, like 5-10-10, is often recommended after initial growth. 1. Mulching. Apply a thick layer of organic mulch, like finely ground leaves or bark, around the plants. This helps retain soil moisture, keeps the soil cool, and suppresses weeds. Pest control. Watch out for common pests like cabbage loopers. Organic options like BT, Bacillus thuringiensis, can be effective. Row covers can also help prevent pest damage. Support optional. As broccoli plants grow, they can become a bit top-heavy. Hilling, adding compost around the base, can help. If needed, use a stake and twine for support. Knocker pruning, optional. You can prune back excess lower leaves to improve airflow, especially in raised beds where space is limited. These leaves are edible. Harvesting. Timing. Harvest broccoli when the central head is firm, full of tiny, green, tightly packed buds, and before the buds begin to open and show yellow flowers. How to harvest. Cut the central head with a sharp knife, leaving about 6 inches of stem attached to the plant. Side shoots. After harvesting the main head, the plant will often produce smaller side shoots. Continue to water and fertilize to encourage the secondary growth. When to stop. Once the weather turns hot, broccoli can become bitter and bolt, go to seed. It's best to pull up plants when this happens or when they stop producing. Thanks so much for watching.